So this video is going to be a bit of an event because the other day we did the last day of filming for the music video, which I don't know if I've actually explained it yet. So there's a competition to make a music video for this song, and it's due on the 3rd of November, so we've got a very short time frame, but that's the project that I've been working on, and it all came to a wrap on Sunday. And it was supposed to be a really good day of filming, but it wasn't. It was all planned out. Starting on the Saturday, I spent about $40 on picnic foods and stuff. Like I bought bags of chips and rolls and stuff to put in the rolls, and I was going to prepare it all and take it so that we'd have a lunch break, and I was giving everybody lunch and to say thanks for coming along. Later that day, two separate people. One person tells me that they're not going to be able to get to my place until 9:30, even though prior I had told them it's going to be at least at 8:30 at the latest. So they knew that. And then another person who, admittedly, the reason their time frame changed wasn't really their fault, but they still jerked me around in the morning. That person, I didn't even get a reason for the other person. It was just like, I can't be there until 9:30. Can you be there earlier? Oh, I can only try. And it just infuriated me. So I immediately lost about 3 hours of filming time in a go, like 2 to 3 hours of film. And so that turned the day from being a fun all-day shoot where we could have taken our time, really planned out some nice shots, because we planned out about half the shots there, but then some of them we wanted to see. We had to wait and see how the powder would turn out, which was amazing, by the way. But we wanted to see how the powder turned out, so that we could plan how we were going to do the fight scenes. We had to wait to do it on the day, and it was cool. So I'm stressing now that I've lost time, and it also means I bought all that food for nothing, because we're now not even going to be there long enough to eat it, nor are we going to have time to stop for a break. Like, I had 4 hours, and it was just, ugh. And then this person ends up being late in the morning anyway, so she's going to be there at 9:30, gets there later than that, and so I'm stressing out. I'm getting really annoyed, and I don't hide it. I wear my feelings on my sleeve. To realize that it's like, oh, Cam, you need to stress less a bit, because the chances of actually winning this competition are really low. So you just have fun and stuff like that, and which is fair enough. And that's a realization that I came to just a couple of days earlier myself. But to have one of the people basically tell you that they don't believe in you on something that you put a fuck ton of effort in just was infuriating. I couldn't believe it, what I just heard, because the night before, Alex and I had stayed up for 5 hours mortar and pestling 6 kilos of powder for the shoot the next day. So when somebody tells you, oh, stress less, just have fun and stuff, I've just lost 3 hours of filming time and we had to do it that day. There was no other chance. 2 weeks ago we decided to do this, and we wrote a story, we found people, we asked them to commit to it, we told them what was going to be asked of them, and they said that they were going to do it, and I offered people the chance to back out, because once they committed, we were on such a tight deadline, and the weather yesterday was perfect. We shot yesterday, on Sunday, and it was going to be a good day, and I was so looking forward to it. Sent out a Facebook message the day before saying, hey, so meet at my place at 9 o'clock, right? So this is after I've been told that they're not going to get there till 9:30, and that they're going to try and get there before. And then I get a message at 10 to 9 saying, what's the happy haps? What's happening? And I call back straight away, twice, no answer. 5 minutes later, I get another message saying, oh, I'm at this address if you need to pick me up. So I call back again straight away, no answer. And then I sent a message just saying, call me ASAP, basically yelling in this text message. And then he eventually calls me back, and he's half asleep, hungover, and this is at 9:15, and it's oh, you need to come pick me up from this address, it's just around the corner from my house anyway, it'll be fine. I was fuming, I couldn't handle it, and then they didn't want to be there, I could sense it, and I felt bad, because as much as they had annoyed me, I was still really grateful that they were volunteering their time and effort, and and I am really grateful for that, but at the same time, it devalued the entire project the way that they were acting. And they didn't realize how much it meant to me. And I was just like, oh, calm down, we need to have fun. I'm stressing because I want this to be good. Even though I don't think it's going to win, I still want it to be something that is living up to potential. Ugh. At the end of the day, I still had to thank them because I was grateful for their time. And it hurt. But with all of that said, I had the amazing support of Katie on the day, who she rolled her ankle in heels and like wanted to keep going and all of this stuff, and I felt bad for like letting her to do it, and she was taking care of me. She could see how stressed I was. She was like, calm down, drink water, all this. And then eventually I found this out at the end of the day, when it's like everybody gone home. I found out that she'd actually had a word to the other two people, because she could see how much how little they cared, and she could see how much I cared, and it was just, but it's all shot now. We've got all the footage that we're gonna get, we've got all the footage that we can get, so we're still gonna have to make the video out of what we've got, and just see how it goes, and hopefully something good comes of it, because I put a lot into this project, and even though other people let me down, I don't want to let down the other people who put in a heap of effort as well. This is a warning, Future Camm. This is a reminder to pick who you work with. Make sure you pick people that are just as enthusiastic about the project as you are, and who are doing it because they want to do it. I felt really let down on that day. So, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start editing it and just see how we go. But on a happier note, the bill for same-sex marriage actually got passed today in the ACT, so kudos to Australia for moving forward.